Welcome in, everyone.
We're here on a Saturday. What are we even doing with our lives? Actually, great things, right?
You know, things started out really, really well today, and this charity event is just like the icing on the cake. I'm just so excited for this. All right, let's get everybody connected, right? Let's get everybody in here.
I think we're just about there. Let's hope some of our people show up. Hey, Art Jorgensen's here. He was on at 3. He's like, where are they?
Yeah, a little bit of a late start, and by a little bit, I mean like a half an hour late.
We've been a little off over the last couple days.
We have.
We had people signing up 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we did. Okay, so this...
Jorgensen totally was waiting. Look at that. You know, we actually have Utah people down in Arizona that were like, I wish I could come to this. If you saw the picture of stuff, we're giving away like $500 or $600 worth of product between mats, judge promos, deck boxes, booster packs. It's a lot of stuff that people have donated to help this family out.
Yeah, I actually have it pulled up so I can show people. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Here, I'm still filling in stuff, but we're getting started.
Sounds good.
So this is
Crystal. Eldrazi Tron versus Eldrazi Tron. And so interesting things about this is we accidentally teched Trey's deck to be better against the mirror match. He has 2 more Ghost Quarters in his sideboard, and he cut his Matter Reshapers for extra copies of Wormcoil Engine. So he's going to be able to get bigger faster, which is going to be probably very, very necessary in this game.
It very well could be. I am a big fan of Matter Reshaper.
For the redraw.
Well, yeah. I mean, not only that, but if Trace doesn't have a good start here, this is a lot of.
That's a lot of damage.
It is
really early. Yeah. He gets to untap here, and he's 1 step closer to Tron. And this turn, he can be playing a Thought-Knot Seer, which just blocks Matter Reshapers all day long.
Right.
Now, Crystal's looking at Warping Whale. So Trey's is like pretty much Eldrazi Tron aggro. And Crystal is on kind of the mid-rangey Eldrazi Tron build. You know, as mid-rangey as it can get. I don't know why you play that on 1. It stops Basilisk Collar. It stops...
He must have had no play, right? Well, yeah. We're going to see what's going on now. We've got a Cavern, a Smasher, an Endbringer, and All Is Dust, which is a completely dead card.
There we go. The All Is Dust. Yeah, All Is Dust in this mirror match is like, no!
Yeah, he probably didn't need to play the Chalice at all.
Yeah, I don't think it makes it spectacular.
It's probably better as just a bad card in your hand.
Cavern of Souls, naming Eldrazi. Well, you're not going to counter my stuff.
Nope. Here's a Matter Reshaper.
Yep. I think it's fine to see his own. I don't know that playing that on 1 is spectacular.
Probably not.
But it's Trace. This is the first time he's doing it. She's thinking about Warping Whaling.
I probably would.
Ping it for 1.
Yeah, this is an excellent start from Crystal.
Yep. And she's coming in for 7 right here.
Yeah.
If she had a Reality Smasher, this game would just be over. Hey, let's both get cards.
And if All Is Dust did what All Is Dust normally does, then it would be probably pretty good. And she got Tron. She got Tron off of the flip.
She got Tron off of the flip. And he's got a Karn.
If he finds Tron, which I don't think happened.
It's a white border card. He needs another white border card that's not there, yeah. Otherwise, Karn would be great. I hope he named Wormwood that. Maybe Construct.
Alright, Endbringer comes down. It looks like Trace isn't quite dead yet.
Yeah, that's the correct amount of mana.
Yeah.
He's not quite dead yet.
He's very, very close.
Yeah.
Yep, block Thought-Knot Seer.
You have to. Go to 1. Hooray! They don't trade.
He's like, oh, 5/5. That's right.
I'm glad he can somehow he's getting the psychological through the walls. What is that on? 5 or 2?
Okay. Here's Chalice on 2. So nobody's playing 1s and 2s.
In the mirror match. There is the tower. There we go.
Yep.
Well, we get a card out of that mana.
Probably just exiling this Matter Shaper and bashing for 5.
Probably. And then he gets to untap and draw cards next turn. Does she not have Tron? Because that was 8 mana with Tron.
Maybe she doesn't.
Isn't that... Oh, maybe she has double mine? Because I see tower. 2 mines. The bottom one is a mine. Then it's 2 mines, yeah.
Yeah, it's
that was
2
my
mines.
mistake.
Just all the different arts. All right, we're gonna pay 2 and draw a card.
Endbringer, what a card!
Yeah, this is gonna shift things into Trace's favor, very very easily. However, he still needs to blink a Walking Ballista.
Yeah, somehow blink a Walking Ballista. So if he plays an Eldrazi spell, he has, let's see, 1, 2, 9, 10, 12. He could play an Ulamog here.
Okay.
So that is for 5. Wow. Decides not to use the Sanctum of Ugin.
Trace picks that one up.
Wow.
What?
From so far behind. But I think it was right when I was saying he seems a little tucked for the mirror match.
He does.
Where he has some of these bigger creatures. Because, I mean, Crystal just came out of the gates just roaring. Just, I'm going to take you down.
Okay, and on our backup match here, we've got
Derek
on Burn.
Yep. Derek is a very that is a Burn player's name, and he's borrowing the deck. That's a very Burn player way to be.
And Luis is on. Looks like. Is this Eldrazi taxes or is this Abzan? There's no green.
I don't see green. Maybe it's like white black spirits. I'm gonna go take a look at his graveyard and see if I can get
Gideon's.
Is it just Gideon's?
I don't know. There's Gideon of the Trials.
Let's take a look at his graveyard and see if I can get any ideas.
Okay.
Yep, Gideon Tribal.
Gideon Tribal.
It's the spirits of all the salty players that he's beaten. I'm gonna give him some more spirits.
There's definitely a lot of spirits. And something to mention is once Gideon emblems against Burn, it's really, really annoying for Burn to get through that. Now he has to like aim both of these suspended Rift Bolts.
A 5/5 spirit or 4/1/1 spirits. Definitely 4/1/1s.
Yeah. Alright, so where do you think these Rift Bolts are going? Do you think... Okay. Fetch, and then we've got 3 and 3 redirect, probably?
Yeah. Yep.
Or, since there's no emblem, he's just going face?
I think face is fine here, because he's going to get 6 more in. And if he has another burn spell
put him to 5, and he just needs 2 burn spells to win the game.
Yeah, what did it... So Gideon didn't emblem initially.
No.
Do you think that was a mistake?
Yes. It's gonna pay off though.
Just because he drew a land right there, man.
It needed to be a burn spell.
Burn players like I've literally seen 7 lands this game. I shouldn't draw one here. It does anyways.
Not only that, but
How much does that emblem cost? Is it a 0?
It's 0.
Jeez.
Luis gets to untap with Vault of the Archangel as well. So he gets to attack with like 5 spirits, gain 5, make an emblem on Gideon. Like,
jeez.
This is totally fair magic, right?
Yep.
Completely fair. Yep, here's a 0. Get an emblem.
As long as he controls a Gideon, he can't lose the game.
That is how it works.
Seems fair.
Seems fair.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to attack for 5 here. Well, no. I'm going to do something else and then attack for 5 here. What does the Vault of the Archangel do?
It gives Death Touch and Lifelink to all of your creatures. Lifelink being the big keyword here.
Yep, he gains 10, especially since Derek didn't have a Skullcrack right there.
Yep.
Skullcrack would have been pretty big.
Gain 4 life. Gain 5. It was gain 5. He attacked with all of them. Yep.
I think Derek was a little late on that burn spell. I think he should have done it during the combat phase.
Another Lightning Helix. This does let him live a little bit longer and kill Gideon. But what we know,
we know
that there's another Gideon in Luis's hand, and
emblem Gideon was gain 4. Yeah, that it was.
Oh, okay.
Because the 4 loyalty counters on Gideon is essentially the 4 extra life that now Derek has to go through, and he's only got a land in his hand.
If I had to guess, Gideon's gonna get cast and Derek's gonna scoop his cards up. This isn't.
Yeah.
There's just no possible way.
That's how I would feel about this, certainly. Yeah. You know, rebuilding my Eldrazi Tron deck today kind of made me want to play Modern. I guess he's just going to swing for 5. I mean, that's also that's almost the same. We don't have to have the sick rubbins.
All right, I think we can conclude that game. Yeah. Let's jump back over.
They just scooped it up.
So we have an Endbringer versus a Relic.
It looks like double Mine, double Tower for Crystal, and just Mine and Tower for... No, there must be a power plant. Oh yeah, that's a power plant. Mine plant down there. Now she gets to see Wormcoil Engine, double Wormcoil Tech Edge. She had to take the nicer looking one.
Oh, what a jerk. I actually love the Raymond Swanland art for Wormcoil.
Yep.
Promo or non-promo, doesn't matter.
Yep. Trace is going to draw an extra card here. Untap. He's got a power plant in his hand, so he's going to go online and be able to play his Wormcoil Engine. Which
is going to get
Karn.
Yeah.
Goodness. So Karn is exile target permanent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can get a Karn and then Karn her Karn, and then if he restarts the game, he starts with a Karn in play.
Mm-hmm. That is a truth fact.
That is a truth fact right there. I love Crystal's land choice, having the different flavors of Mine and Power Plant and Tower. Obviously, having it black border is superior, but you can only go so far, right?
Trey sees Karn and he's just like, yeah.
Yep, no. He's like, cool. Let's move on. I'm surprised at how fast these Tron matches are going.
You know, last time we did cast for Modern, it was a while ago, but it was Patrick and I, and we did 9 rounds of Modern, and they just flew. And I love it because there are so many people who walk into the store and they're like, you know, what, Legacy, you just like win on turn 1, right? And I just look at them and I go, no, you want to see some fast games, let's look at Modern.
Yeah, literally, I mean, go back and watch our stream last night, and we're like getting up into time, and like my match versus Josh, and we played very fast, the two of us. Neither of us goes really slow.
I agree.
That was not fast magic. It was like turn 12 when I won game 1, and you're just like, okay. That's the same way with Vintage, and a lot of people just don't seem to pay attention to that aspect of the game, where when you have so many more options and so many more powerful cards, like the game ends much slower.
Modern does have slower decks, but as far as formats go and the speed of them, I really do feel like Modern's the fastest. Every time I'm watching the games, it's just like turn, done. You know,
Yep.
like okay.
I think the average game, it may not, like, the game may not actually finish, but like the game is over after about 4 or 5 turns in Modern.
In a lot of cases.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, obviously, we're not saying that that's the way it is every time.
No. I think on average, if you're watching a Modern tournament, you can tell who's going to win the game 4 or 5 turns in. The board presences will become so one-sided so quickly, without much hope of coming back. Right. Unlike what happened in that first game of Tron, where like he was so far behind and was able to just say, okay, here's an Endbringer. Right. Deal with my Endbringer.
As it turns out, that card's good.
Who knew? Being able to draw cards and block and attack. I have pseudo-vigilance.
We can ping too.
Yep. It's like Walking Ballista and Howling Mine and Reality Smasher all mixed into one.
It's like, what do I need right now? Do I need cards? Do I need to put pressure on my opponent?
Do I make it so they can't attack with people? Do I make it so they can't block with people? Like, the card itself, while very expensive for Tron, it's what, 3 mana, if that.
It probably most commonly comes down when there's 4 lands, unless they're
4
able
or 5
to.
Lands, yeah.
Unless they're able to get
Tron, natural Tron, or like triple temple.
Triple temple, yeah. Not likely. But...
I'm so glad Walking Ballista was printed so that this could be a deck in Modern.
I don't share that with you.
You played Jund.
I play a lot of decks.
That's also true. Dude, if I could build a Modern deck right now, it'd be Storm.
I would not play Storm.
Dude, Baral Storm.
Don't you own it?
Baral Storm? No. I sold my Barals from Standard. Got out of Standard. In Vegas, actually. It's been like 6 months since I had a Standard deck.
Well, I only have 1 Standard deck left. And I haven't touched it. Like the other, just yesterday, Ian was like, yeah, do you have a Standard deck? And I was like, I think I do.
Somewhere.
Like, can I borrow it?
I got mono red.
I'll make sure. Yeah, it's mono red. I'm like, I think I still have it. All right, Rift Bolt.
3 to your face. That's the best delayed lightning bolt that exists.
The only delayed lightning bolt that exists.
That's why it's the best.
I'm
not wrong.
I shouldn't have doubted you.
You should not have doubted me.
All right, let's get some white mana, huh?
Yep. He's like, I'm gonna just shock myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a bolt in total.
Go to 16.
Now this Soketra playmat. How do you think his playmat game is?
It's okay.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. All right. Concealed Courtyard.
Path to Exile. You take 2. I get a land. That's an unfavorable exchange, but I think one that you have to make as the white player.
Yeah.
You have to say, okay, before I get too invested here. I mean, maybe. Well, I guess it looks like he has a follow-up play. If he doesn't have a follow-up play, you wait till your opponent's turn to do that. But since he has that follow-up play, saving extra 2 life makes a lot of sense right here, especially with how explosive.
Here's an Inquisition of Kozilek,
which is good. It can literally take whatever he wants.
This is not a good hand from Derek.
Nope. I don't think he wanted to see that many lands. Luckily, those are fetch lands, so he'll, he has a way out. But only 1 burn spell in his hand.
I dare say if Derek draws even 1 more land, it's probably good enough to call this a game for Luis. And this is really early to say that too.
On turn 3 of burn?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like this is a creature.
Okay. All right.
Now I can see why you didn't bolt there, but you probably still play the land. Yeah, I agree. I can see why you didn't bolt because he's so low now.
Yeah.
And he needs to use that bolt as a removal spell.
All right, so I see a Gideon of the Trials, and I also see a Gideon ally of Zendikar. It's like the Trials can come down.
Pluses on
Eidolon.
And that makes it so that it doesn't deal damage next turn?
I believe so.
Card's pretty good. Tribal Gideon. just tribaling up all the Gideons.
Welcome in, Azakar.
RIP. Wickle pickle.
Wickle pickle. Modern, that's exciting, question mark? Yeah, it is pretty exciting. We're going to have 3 rounds today.
Yeah, it'll go quickly.
Very quickly.
And that's what we're all about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about.
We're going to have a game 3 of Eldrazi-tron versus Eldrazi-tron. Let's just probably start it up, huh? Maybe we want to go back to that match. Oh,
also,
they're on sideboarding?
Yeah.
There.
I think so. Crystal, I think, has to leave by 5, so she might have just conceded game 3.
Interesting.
She wanted to come in though to support this event.
Cool.
And enjoy it.
All right. So Lightning Bolt hit Gideon the Trials, and then here's the Monastery Swift Spear to finish things up.
Did he lose his life from both of those? I don't think so. It's not one-sided.
Yeah. Okay, so what he's explaining is Gideon prevents all damage dealt by Eidolon. Yeah, all the damage gets prevented.
Like Gideon is right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here's a fatal
I
push.
thought it was like combat damage. That was my fault.
No, Azakar, Gideon of the Trials targeted it, so until the next turn, it all damage dealt by it got prevented.
Yep.
That's why.
That's why no one lost any.
Nobody lost any life. Yeah.
From any of that. That's why it didn't attack either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a nice little land to draw right there. You know, so much value.
Just chump with the spirit.
Makes sense. It's okay. I thought it was.
You are not an idiot.
I walked out there and said the same thing.
Yeah.
And had it explained to me from the modern players.
Mm-hmm. All right, new Gideon.
Oh. There is a Knight Ally token. Dun 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 dun. That is the most allied knight that there ever could be.
Remember how we were like, what tokens do we need out there for Modern? So far, so good.
So far, we were doing pretty good.
So far, we got the right ones out there.
I'm glad we left all of our legacy tokens out.
I think the only ones I brought back was the sliver tokens.
Probably.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when somebody's playing Modern Slivers.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
Nope.
Modern Slivers is Modern Slivers. Legacy Slivers, on the other hand, we have had people take down.
Ooh, we cast a Leyline of Sanctity, and now Derek's like, yeah,
Yep, it looks like this is Gideon Tribal for the Gideon Tribalness. Make a 5/5. Well, that and Derek has drawn like 3 lands.
Wow.
I think his hand is just lands right now. There are 3 rounds Choco that taco. Choco the taco. Just fireworks, mini fireworks going off around it.
All right. How does Burn get out? I don't see a way.
We play a 1/2.
Now they have to win with creatures, and they have to deal with a 2/2 every turn for the foreseeable future. And at any point, the Gideon can be like, "Oh, all my 2/2s are 3/3s,"
or surprise, I'm a 5/5. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So Derek is just like, "Yeah."
Derek's like, "I can't.
This is good enough.
I can't do this anymore.
I'll concede."
And that's that.
Well, Gideon Tribal looked really good against Burn.
Surprisingly.
Like, very, very good.
I thought, well, maybe it's the fact that Derek had 4 lands in his hand at the beginning of the game.
He had an out to win game 1 and drew a land. You know, he had to draw a burn spell.
Well, and he played it correctly.
Yeah.
I don't think any of that was a play mistake. Maybe it's the mulligan decisions, but that was a tough one, certainly.
For sure.
Gideon Tribal's just like, surprise, I get so much incidental life gain.
That is how it works.
That is how it works.
Mm-hmm. So, welcome in, everyone. There's only a couple of you in so far, but,
You guys are quiet?
are we?
I don't know. Now we should be a lot louder.
How about that?
We're probably blowing our Jorg's eardrums out now. Sorry.
Probably. But yeah, so today this is our charity event. Volume wise, yeah. All subscriptions and donations will go to Everly's family.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of brought up the page to show.
Yep.
To show people.
Transition it.
Yeah.
There we go. Everyone, so here is the event that we created. Now it's going to be a vertigo-inducing photo of the product that we're going to be offering, because that's just how I took the picture.
Because Brian's really good at taking pictures, but this is so cool. This is all the product that was donated from players in the community to be prize support for this tournament.
Yep.
That way, all everything that comes in as far as like entry fee all gets to go to the family.
Yep. We're also offering booster packs and sodas on top of this. So we're giving away quite a bit to make this happen. And we're offering, for every amount that people spend in store today, they get raffle tickets in for being a part of the event, and adding, they can donate extra money and receive extra tickets to get some of this cool swag. And you can see there's an Ancestral Recall playmat. There's some other exclusives from different either judging or
we had a member donate his judge promos.
So there's a capture of Jingzhou in there,
a Doran,
the Geoscope, and then Gaddock
Teague.
So there's a good amount of stuff coming to these players.
Yeah.
And I expect our Legacy 1K, not necessarily to be something similar, but we'll definitely be doing random prizes throughout the tournament. Since it is so top heavy, and we'll have stuff to give away as is.
Right.
But definitely the Legacy Symposium on stream and in house will be giving away lots of fun stuff.
Aha, our details. Yeah, so Everly was born with
lots of medical complications.
And she was 5 years old. And
so she passed due to medical complications. She'd been on a trach. The family previous to this had set up a GoFundMe. That's what you see there for Super Everly, to help cover the medical costs of her going back into the hospital again. And while she was there, she passed due to complications. And so we had a member of our community point this all out to us and said, "Hey, let me put up some donation. Let's put this thing together and try and get as much as we can for him." And he was also able to sell some of his artwork as a part of the donation. So this family now, we're obviously not going to be able to pay for all of their medical expenses, but we're glad that everyone's come together for this,
right,
to do their part, to provide prizes, to offer up donations with their entries to add to this. So I'm very excited for how this is all going to turn out.
Cool. I don't often get to be a part of things like this, so like when I heard about it, I was just like, "Oh, this is awesome! Let's do it!" All right.
I wish we could do more of it, but we don't always have good causes to go behind. There we go. R. Jorgensen, you're incredible. Thanks for donating $50.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Let's get started.
That is what I'm talking about. That is incredible. Okay. Well, let's see. Where are we? We're here. Oh my goodness. We have 20 more minutes.
Let me go and check on the rest of the round and see where
see if you can get somebody's game 3 onto camera.
Okay.
If you don't mind. I like the modern format, guys, but seriously, the games go so fast. Why? See, I always played things like Jund or like Dredge or stuff like that Valis, welcome in. I'm sure between rounds we'll repeat what's going on with this event. And what is the format? We are playing Modern. Not something we normally do, but this is a charity event, and we get more Modern players in our store than Legacy, so we wanted to get as many people as we could in for this charity event. This is helping with all the medical costs and funeral costs for a local family who lost their daughter. So all donations and all subscriptions will go to their family today. And we're just done with round 1. Brian's gonna see if he can get somebody to move their game 3 onto camera, which would be great. Okay, don't take it personal. I'm out. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, usually we do Legacy. I understand. Lots and lots of Legacy. Actually, when I came in today, I see all these players playing Modern that normally play Legacy, and all of them are like testing a deck like they've never played it before. It was fantastic. Even Tim came up and he's like, so we do I believe we do have a Legacy win-a-box sometime tonight. When is that? Let me find out for you, Thomas. I actually feel like it's like now. Maybe I'm wrong. Our site says it's at 6 o'clock. So we're running this event, and then when this event ends, we have another charity event.
Both of the game 2s look like it's going to finish the match, and the other one's in game 3. So there's only 3 games left, and we're going to be done within 5 minutes or so.
Oh. So people are just going to be done super early. We can start.
Yep, we'll get started on round 2 pretty quick here.
Cool. But yeah, welcome back. It starts at 6, right? Our win-a-box starts at 6?
Win-a-box, yep.
Oh my goodness, I am going to
The Wickle Pickle.
Wait, that means I'm going to get to play Legacy.
What the heck? Kyra actually gets to play Legacy? It's not like I scheduled it for him or anything. Whatever.
Wow.
Wow. You don't get unstable draft, though.
Well, I get to choose, but I'm playing Legacy.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know how confident I am taking Nick's Fit into a win-a-box, but
it'll be fine.
I play Nick's Fit for fun, not because I think it's gonna.
Yeah, that's why it's a $7 win-a-box, right?
Yeah.
You really don't lose anything by entering that tournament.
All right, going for it.
And I mean, usually the win-a-box ends splitting either in the top 4 or the top 8.
Yeah, usually.
So you don't have to go that far. But
no, we're not casting that one.
Nope.
We actually don't usually cast our win-a-boxes.
No, we don't cast on Saturdays too much.
No. Usually it's only special events like GPTs or PPTQs. Stuff like this.
Yeah, and going forward, because we're going to be doing constructed PPTQs, although with them being standard, I'm not sure how much we're going to cast them.
We might
probably will.
Maybe at some point we will.
But even then, it's standard. I agree. I agree with Stream. It's standard.
Yeah.
Although it'd be sweet to do Popper. Dude, I was listening to Common Knowledge. Which is a local podcast here in Utah.
Which is something that Brian does not have.
There's a door right over there.
Excuse me.
Anyways, I was listening to Common Knowledge, and I was just like, oh, I need to play Popper. I need to play Inside Out combo. And then I looked at it, and I'm like, but I could just play Legacy. So, Popper, cool format. I wish there was more reason for support in Utah. there's not a huge community of live Pauper players. At least not super close to our store. And so I know that people kind of play every once in a while, but most people that play it online because that's kind of where you can get games in and everything.
Yeah, the reason that we would run constructed PPTQs over draft, or sorry, over sealed PPTQs is to stream it.
Yep.
But we've kind of pushed away from streaming standard altogether.
Yeah. Jorgensen wants to jam some paper Pauper for the 24-hour stream. That's okay.
I could rebuild my bad Pauper deck. It was fantastic.
I'll build Inside Out so I can play Gush.
I built mine just so I can play Lightning again.
Oh man.
I'm actually not kidding. Like there was one point where I was gonna build Pauper, and I'm like, all these decks look dumb, and my brother's like, well,
Patrick has a bunch of Pauper decks built,
but my brother was like, yeah, just build something that makes sense for you, and he's like, wait, isn't Lightning a common? And we looked it up, and he was like, yes, and he's like, and Kyra, Terminate was printed as a common, and I go, I see where you're going with this. All right, let's see if we can make something work.
I like your thinking.
So,
how many Cascade spells do you get at common?
0.
So you just have to play normal value cards.
Yeah.
You got like Llanowar Elves and stuff though.
No. I played like Gurmag Angler. I played
that card is so busted.
Like Firebolt and Lightning Bolt and Fatal Push is an uncommon. Dang it.
That is
stupid.
Doomblade was printed at common.
I want to say it was Doomblade. I don't know. Maybe it was something else. But nonetheless, the removal was super good.
You play Sinkhole?
I just killed creatures. That's all I did. My opponent would be like, I'm playing elves, and I'm going to be like, okay, Electrickery. Like,
got them all.
Yeah. They're like, I'm playing fairies. I'm like, I'm just going to kill them.
I'm going to kill them all.
I might not win, but I'm going to kill stuff.
Well, I mean, just the amount of incidental damage and stuff you can get down from that is pretty good. Pauper.
Yeah.
Pauper.
Such a dumb format. Catching up a little bit.
Oh, our German is not having it because Modern's not my thing.
Yeah.
That's okay.
He's like, no offense. And I'm like, no, none taken.
It's fine. You can always turn our stream on in the background.
Yeah.
And just have it going. Jorgensen is a gentleman and a scholar. And we will have
truthfully
at least one of every token set aside for you.
Yes,
when you come
absolutely.
Up here. As our gift to you for being wonderful.
All the time.
All the time.
Every day.
Every day. I'll get some other fun goodies together for you. We've got some fun stuff.
That we do. We keep getting more fun stuff.
Oh, have you seen the new Forge dice that we have?
New Forge dice?
They're from Die Hard. They're Forge dice. Let me go grab those because they are.
Are you talking about the ones that you showed me yesterday?
With cut edges and stuff? No, not those ones. But I do have to show you some other stuff too. I'll be back.
I did see some pretty sweet dice that were like kind of Chinese New Year style. They were really, really pretty. Metal dice. Yeah, Die Hard Dice is killing it. They're doing some awesome things. Well, real quick, while he's finding things, I get to show something off that's brand new. Our site went live. Thank goodness. It happened. So if you go to ParagonCityGames.com, you can see what's going on. We do have a Die Hard Dice section right here.
I have a couple of sweet things to show off. These will be uploaded to our website.
Whoa!
This set, we only have one of, but it's Gothica and white. So it's white inside with kind of like a gunmetal or a slate gray outside, and it just pops.
They're so cool.
Yeah.
I want it to focus on the die. It just won't.
It doesn't love you.
No. I like the white a lot.
Oh, it pops so well.
It really does.
And then for those that don't like stabbing themselves with dice,
so they're just normal dice, but they're like...
It's essentially chamfered edges, but they're sanded in a very specific way. And so all of them, the D8s, the D10s, all the edges are shaped just a little bit so it's not going to destroy you. And this Hedron.
Even the D20 has a little done on
shaping. There's the Hedron.
That is so cool.
Cut down. These are the forged dice. They just came out Black Friday.
I want to get more
of
bunch
those
of these
D6s?
D6s.
Yeah.
They just have the corners kind of chopped off. Kind of sweet.
Oh yeah. Now all this will go up on our website. They're also available on Die Hard Dice's website.
I was just showing them. ParagonCityGames.com.
You have to swap it.
Well, I showed them, and then I swapped to show them other things. You just click on Die Hard Dice, and then it doesn't go there because...
Go back to shop. Go to shop.
And you go to shop?
Yep. It looks like you have to do it the hard way.
Okay.
And we're going to have a board game wizard, so you can be like, what game should I play right now? Literally go up there and pick something. So you're just going to go up into the search.
Product categories.
And then look for dice.
This is... Are you sure?
I think so. Oh. There. Oh, there. Die Hard. That doesn't seem like it's working.
No.
Well, we've found more things that need to be fixed. It's okay. We're in the process of fixing some of these things. Die Hard dice. Die Hard dice.
I like these ones.
Yeah, the brilliant gold. Mm-hmm. They're my favorite of all the golds that we have.
So these are the ones that we regularly have in stock, right?
Mm-hmm. We'll definitely be getting more loaded in as we go.
That is a true fact.
It's a truth, science, fact.
All right. Do you think we're getting started? Yes.
Yep. Yep, that's the thing that we're doing.
Excellent. Next round.
Okay.
Josh Snow is on what?
Blue Red Gift Store.
What? Hold on.
So I think oh, what's his name?
That's a thing that Josh would play?
Apparently. So I think he's borrowing that from Larry, and Larry is playing like Mishra's Bauble War of Invention. Like some weird War of Invention deck. That's, yeah.
I'm not sure what Josh is on. Or John is on, sorry.
Oh, he's on Death Shadow. He's on Grixis Death Shadow.
100%?
100%. So I'm playing it just barely.
Okay.
100%. Grixis Death Shadow. And then, oh, the Trace Terry matchup is another mirror match.
Just calling it Death Shadow because I don't have space for that.
I don't got time for that.
All right. Looks like they're about to get started.
Yep. Like I said, the backup match is another mirror match. It is a Tron mirror match.
Oh, Trace. So Trace did end up beating Crystal.
Yep.
Okay. This is exactly why I've been thinking about what to play in Modern for our Santa Clara event, and like my mind just keeps going. Kyra, just play Escape Shift. Like just play Escape Shift deck.
That's probably right.
It probably is right.
I think for the field, it's probably right. You have a surprising amount of game against a lot of decks. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're going to be running into a bunch of Tron decks, like you have so much tech for it.
Well, Tron can't really interact with it very well.
They're like, oh, I got a 6/6.
Outside of Thought-Outs here.
You're like, that's cool. Escape Shift, take 20.
Jorgensen, I want to play Jund so badly, but Tron is huge right now.
But vetoed.
And I refuse to go into another GP where I have to play Tron 4 plus times.
Yep, I agree. Hey, I can't make it today, but can you charge me 30 and I'll get you back Tuesday? Yes. What are we charging 30 for? Oh, are you donating 30 to us?
Oh, sure.
To the cause? Yes. Make it happen.
We can definitely make that happen. All right, Serum Visions. What's the thing that happened? Now
You want
we
to
fetched
donate.
for an overgrown tomb.
I accept your donation.
This is this is a Traverse.
Is that a green card?
Yeah, this is Traverse. This is Jund Death Shadow.
No, he was on 4-color.
4-color Death Shadow?
He has. Is it Staticaster in his deck? Ooh, he's a tricksy man.
This is Jund Death Shadow.
No, there was. Is it
It has to be.
Staticaster? There was an Is it Staticaster?
So okay. So it is just the 4-color version.
There's blue cards.
You're right. This is a Sea Beyond?
Well, on the storm side, of course. Of course there's blue cards.
Yeah.
Sea Beyond allows you to shuffle? What is Josh doing? Playing a deck that draws cards and says, like, nah.
I've just never pictured Josh as a person who would sleep up Storm.
I could actually see him playing it in Legacy. I don't think he'd enjoy it nearly as much as Miracles, though.
Sorry, I had to read Sea Beyond, draw 2 cards, then shuffle a card
From
your hand into your library. Okay.
Interesting.
All right, turn 2, we got a Grimflayer. Big fan of this Grimflayer card. I don't know, maybe it's just the green-black in me that says, yeah, this is what we want to be doing all the time. But
Grimflayer, always.
now, I wonder if this actually is, like, a Sultai Delirium deck. I've seen cool lists that are Sultai Delirium.
It could, well, it could be, but I saw Death Shadow as well, so I know Death Shadow was there.
Okay.
Now, as far as everything else, well, there's 2 gifts in that hand.
Yep, and those can't be taken. So there's a Pyretic Ritual, a Desperate Ritual,
another Baral. So you're leaving the Baral and the gifts for sure. What's that middle card? Is that a land? You're just like flaying arbitrary things in a grim manner.
That is so true.
But Kyrie, if you don't have a grim tutor for it, it's not grim enough.
Yeah. Melvin the Puppet likes our hats.
Thank you.
I've got my Pikachu with the lightning bolt.
Thank you, Melvin the Puppet. I think I'm just gonna make this a part of all of my streams. Is this hat?
I have a Pokemon hat almost every stream.
It's true. Well, you had the Bengals hat yesterday, and you looked like
I did.
What's his face?
I don't know. I have like 20 hats, and only half of them are Pokemon.
Yeah, but you mostly wear your Pokemon hats.
I do.
Well, there went the Desperate Ritual. You saw how John's like, I'm gonna take the gifts. And he's like, you can't.
Yeah, not
Sorry.
that one.
Can't take the best card in my hand.
Okay.
Okay, well, it looks like Josh is getting started.
Here's the Pyretic Ritual.
Oh, and he draws
And a
another
Desperate
ritual.
Ritual.
Okay. It's a good thing one of the rituals disappeared. The Storm
Okay.
count is 2. He is up a total of 4 mana right now.
Here's gifts.
So he's got 1 remaining red, I think. And now he's just going to get 4 different rituals, right? Because he has a second gift.
Okay, so usually it's one of each ritual. Probably a Manamorphose and
Yep.
let's see.
There's a Pass in Flames.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That basically says, like, I don't care what you pick. I win this game right now.
Yeah, Pass in Flames is almost always picked unless the person has it in their hand. Same thing with Gifts Ungiven.
Yep.
Very, very powerful cards. That these are kind of where the deck gets to go off, right?
Well, the fact that he has a Brawl, and so all of the Manamorphose gains him a mana, and Desperate Ritual gets him 2, and all these things. Like, when your Desperate Ritual is now just a Dark Ritual that makes red mana, it's pretty good for you.
Yeah.
So he's going to give him the Past in Flames and the Manamorphose. I mean, it's like, okay, what do you do? Like,
And he still has 1 mana floating, right?
Yep. So he gets to Manamorphose, which draws him a card and gains 2 of any color.
So now he has 2 mana floating of
probably red.
Any color.
Yeah,
we'll
really
see.
matter.
We'll see how he uses it, right?
I think you put Past in Flames in the bin. I think that's the smart way to go about it, because then instead of costing 3, it costs 5.
Oh, he has 3 mana.
Okay. I don't
He had
like
to have
giving
had 3
him the
mana.
card draw. Not that it really matters once Stormcast gifts, it's over. But no, exactly. Yeah. So now we're just gonna gain a ton of stuff. Storm as much as we can. Bum Man, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I guess he's not that bummed out.
No, doesn't look like it.
And we're gonna continue storming. Those should be exiled. Yep. More rituals. Gain a lot of mana. Cast a Metamorphose. Gain some more mana.
Draw a card.
Yep.
I imagine that this is going to see a finish, right?
Oh, yeah, he wins. At this point, I mean, this is just kind of pedantic. Because he has another gifts in his hand and a gifts in his graveyard.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's just going to grab some more rituals just for fun.
Right, and the fact that he can just cast another Past in Flames if he needs to, he can just get, the Storm card that he needs. Although he's not showing any Storm cards. What's the second card down? Oh, it's another Past in Flames.
No, those are all rituals, yeah.
Nope, 2 rituals,
2
Metamorphose,
rituals,
and a
and a
Past
Past
in Flames.
Well, I mean, the Metamorphose essentially counts as a passive Flames. John's like, well, this time you get the other 2. I don't care if you have mana. Okay, let's get some more mana.
Kind of wish he was using our counters to show the floating mana and the Storm count.
Yep.
Because I lost count. He's going fast.
He is. What's the player count for this charity event? 17 players.
Yep. And we have another charity event at 6. That'll be an unstable draft.
Yep. Because we're so unstable.
Super unstable.
We're the unstablest. Play it and draw cards. Well, it looks like we flashed back the Past in Flames, so one of those gifts ungiven has double flashback. Hey, look, a remand. That, wins the game.
Search my deck for more things. Hey,
He's
look,
like,
and empty the ones.
I'm going to grab an empty. I'm going to grab it.
I would just laugh so hard if, John actually had something like a Maelstrom Pulse.
Is that a guttural response? No.
Okay, there's a grape shot.
Yep, there's a grape shot. I don't know why Josh said, okay, let's go to the next game.
Yep, grape shot will go up to the graveyard.
Because that matters a lot.
Or not.
No, not at all. Press the lock button on it. There, might be fine.
All right, and Josh finally picks up the win after a good 5 minutes of just playing rituals. He'll pick that one up. All right, let's see what is going on our other table. Another Tron versus Tron mirror. Can't have enough of those, right? Oh wait. Okay. So on Trace's side of the board, we have a Chalice on 1, a Walking Ballista on 2, Matter Reshaper, and a Reality Smasher. And then on Terry's side of the board, there is a Walking Ballista on 2 and 2 Thought-Knot here. The life totals are 9 and 6. So Terry's at 9, Trace is at 6. This is actually a really close game for both players. Could hear all the raffling going on outside. This is the number. Going once, going twice. Yeah, tons and tons of donations today for prize support. Like, the prize support for this event is like so much higher than any normal event. It is incredible. Okay, we got some blocks. So this looks like not sure where Trace is pointing the damage yet, but okay, so one at Reality Smasher, one at Reality Smasher, or sorry, Walking Ballista. And then a Dismember. Yeah, that door's been freaking out lately. I really don't know why.
Sometimes it just gets set up a lot per second.
Yeah. So the way that happened, I'm actually not sure that.
What?
Yeah. So the way that happened, both Walking Ballistas end up in the graveyard, and Trace's Dismember will put him to 2, but he actually gets to untap and be alive. Not sure what happened in the first game, or if this is still the first game.
I should ask them because I was just there.
Jeez, Brian just cannot sit down.
Nope.
Just watch a game. Just watch a game.
It's game 1.
Okay. Alright. Trace is debating if he wants to attack with this Matter Reshaper or not.
I mean,
if he attacks, then it's a pretty clear tell that he has more to cast. Oh boy.
6 manas?
Tapping all the things. This is a huge Walking Ballista.
It's just 3.
Oh, he doesn't have Tron. That's
he's
right.
got double mine, triple mine, single power play. I actually love that this is a mirror match. While I like both of these players, I just think it's funny because that's like what has to happen to Tron players.
Alright, so Thought-Knot Seer attacks, Matter Reshaper blocks, and we see a Thought-Knot Seer go into Trace's hand.
Yep.
Now, this is kind of brutal because Endbringer is going to come down, and
it only takes one of each player's turn after it untaps.
Right. So Trace is going to use one of the counters to finish off Thought-Knot Seer and draw a card.
Yeah. Well, I hope he has a land and a Karn, because that would be what he needs. Well, there's the land. Yep, there's the land.
Is he going to play the Karn thing?
I don't see a Karn. Not stacked up on top, at least. There's a Thought-Knot that we know about. What's that card that he just pulled in the front?
Do not see.
Come on, TRZ. Expedition Map. I don't think that's going to get you there.
Nope. This is a Thought-Knot Seer.
Take all this.
Two completely dead cards. You know, I should have figured this was game 1. There's a Chalice on the board on 1. It's gotta be game 1.
Both of them are pulling their chalices out after this. They're like, yep, that didn't work.
Definitely didn't.
Trace brought in Relic of Progenitus over Chalice last game in the mirror match.
That makes
cycles. A lot of sense. Yeah, it at least cycles. 2 mana, draw a card. Like, that's fine.
I'd rather a card that cycles than a card that does actual nothing.
Yep. Now, if I'm Terry, I'm just going to ping you for 2.
Yeah, I think this is Terry's victory. So let's take a look at our
Chromatic Star.
What is going on over here?
There's like a delirium sort of thing going on.
I told you it might be Sultai Delirium.
There's Death Shadows in it.
So
I don't know.
This says Sultai Delirium to me.
I mean, there's 3 Chromatic Stars in play.
Oh,
Isn't Chromatic Star just the poor man's Mishra's Bauble?
Maybe. There is a Blood Crypt though. You're right. It is a lot of colors.
There's 4 colors in that
Definitely
deck.
a 4-color deck.
Maybe they're all. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with this deck.
Well, Collector Brutality is a decent card.
That it is. Oh boy.
So it's getting one of the gifts.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Is it? I think it is. Mishra's Baubles are like $3 or $4 a piece.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We have plenty.
I think Chromatic Stars are still 5. I think that Mishra's Baubles are like 4 now.
There was like a dual deck reprinting of the Chromatic Star. I want to say.
If only we had the interwebs right here.
Yeah. What is this?
Oh, Stars like
$350. They're like the same price. Mishra's B.
Oh, Mishra's Baubles.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Iconic Masters, $370. They're like the same price.
Seriously. I do like seeing Storm get Baral and Goblin Electromancer out at the same time.
Nearly. I wish he had the land to get the second one.
Yeah.
But with Death Shadow not putting down to like 2, 3, not 2, well.
Well, those numbers are so different.
It's a whole $1.
It is.
You could buy a soda.
You could.
For the difference in price that he stated. I mean, Cold Snap Mishra's Baubles are still like $8, but it's 50% more. He's not wrong.
Why does he have to be so smart all the time?
Jorgensen, it's like they pay you to be smart or something.
Almost.
We don't need that positivity in our just kidding. What happened to the Brawl? Did he get Fatal Push or something?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I see a Chromatic Star out there. That's a lot win percentage wise. It absolutely is.
Inquisition, we see 2 Goblin Electromancers and a Desperate Ritual and a Pyretic Ritual. Those will be the options. You are only as smart as the people surrounding you make you look.
So you're saying that we're stupid?
No. Then.
Yeah, because he's smart in comparison, right? That's what.
Then wouldn't he make?
That's what the winky face is.
Then wouldn't he be making us look smart?
You're right. It's a perpetual cycle. We're just geniuses.
Oh. That's more than I knew about myself.
Surprise.
It's a pleasant surprise. All right. Well, a couple Inquisitions are definitely making this harder for Josh to storm off. We're not smart enough to figure it out, Jorgensen. Make us look smart.
How big is this Tarmogoyf?
I am unsure.
Artifact, instant creature, land, sorcery. There's no planeswalkers. 5?
Google knows all. It looks like a 5/6. Yep.
As best as I can tell, it's a 5/6. Yeah, it says 5/6.
Okay. So small on our screen. So small. All right, here's an Electromancer.
More than anything. More than life.
Passes the turn.
I'm glad we know like everything in Josh's hand except literally one thing.
Yep.
Alex Moita. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Google even knows how big this Tarmogoyf is.
Well, we could ask Google. Google, how big is Tarmogoyf right now? Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, how big is Tarmogoyf? I actually kind of want to know her answer. Hey Siri, how big is Tarmogoyf?
Okay.
That's not how you do it.
I was gonna say it's not
How
gonna
big
recognize
is Tampa
Tarmogoyf.
Bay? Is what it said.
You have to type it in.
How big is?
All right, here's a
Tarmogoyf?
dust shadow.
For how big is Tamworth? Sorry about that.
Yeah, you can't because I spelled it wrong. Thank you, Siri. Tarmo.
All right, here's the pyretic ritual. For 1 mana, since that Electromancer's in play.
I found this on the web for how big is Tarmogoyf.
$15,000. That's how big it is.
Whoa, that's really
that's
big.
how much the what's his name?
I don't know how that
Okay, guy.
translates to power and toughness, but
Neither do I.
I
Because-
imagine that's pretty big.
Because I mean, Black Lotus is $100,000 big, and it's that got separate in hell. No, he made the combo fizzle, and it has no power and toughness, and we learned that in Actually. I love that show.
Okay, I think this is gonna be John's game. I can't see Storm going off.
Stifle, not in standard.
Oh, maybe he could go off next turn. Ooh, he may be able to. Yep, I think this is just the standard. These 4 are the ones I always get. It's just going to be a Pyretic Ritual, a Desperate Ritual, a Manamorphose, and a Pass in Flames.
Yep. Seems like it. Can he... It's
possible.
So there's only 8 damage on John's side. All John has to do is be able to deal himself a damage, and then he wins the game. Because Josh can't really block with Goblin Electromancer.
No, but keep in mind where John is at 10. He does not have to storm off like crazy to win this game.
No.
Like last game, he had to deal 20, didn't he? Or like close to it.
I was like 14 or something.
Okay. I think he stormed off on like turn 3, and it was like, I swear there was just like 2 fetches on the board, or like a fetch and a shock.
No. Last game was shock and a swamp.
Okay.
And so he himself at the beginning of the game, and didn't find a Thoughtseize. This is a tough gift for Josh.
Yeah, it really is. He's probably realizing that his time to get this done is so short that like he can't actually rely on just waiting.
Yep. I mean, he literally has 1 turn, right? Because he can't stop these 2 creatures that are in play.
Not only does he only have 1 turn, but he's going to have to block with this Electromancer just to stay alive.
No, I think John is out of cards in hand, and so he has to show a way to get that extra damage in.
Maybe he does. Well, isn't there a fetch land in hand? Yeah, or on board. There's
Bloodstained Mire right
there's
there.
Bloodstained Mire.
You're right.
Very lethal.
Yep. Goblin Electromancer is dead.
Agreed.
Okay, Josh.
He's like, I haven't played this deck before. Give me a minute.
Well, he went so well through the first run through. That's interesting. Land something Baral Past in Flames.
What do you give your opponent from this position? Josh has 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
Do we know that it's a Gifts Ungiven? Is it the second one? There are 2 in his
No,
graveyard.
he's already cast 2. I don't think it is. I think Josh is just kind of testing his opponent to see, okay, you don't know what I'm doing.
Right, like what is he afraid of? What is he afraid of from this point?
Yeah, like I think Josh is buying himself a turn. I think though you don't let him have the Baral. I think the Baral definitely goes down.
I agree. Interesting. So this is the line I was thinking too. Is like you let them have the Baral, and then you just let them have a Manamorphose, and maybe like they get like 1 draw to try to fix what's going on. Now he just gets to cast Baral, right?
I think so.
Sending these two to the grave was like Josh's best chance at getting into this, though.
I think so. This is an interesting situation to come back from. Goodbye. Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Cast the Brawl.
Yep. And now he has Serum Visions. What is the
I
other
think
card?
it's just double Serum Visions.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't think Josh can win.
I don't think so either.
I think he's just kind of trying to hang in to get some information.
Because even if he draws a land, he'd be able to flashback Pass in Flames, but with no mana.
Yeah. And so since John's
no.
at 9,
No. That's not true.
John's at
No.
7.
No, because Josh still has to block one of these creatures.
Yep.
So it would need to be like, if you could have both creatures, a land draw would get him out of this. But I think this is just John's game. These creatures, Tarmogoyf and Death Shadow, just put on so much pressure that. Okay, just Goblin Electromancer is going to block here. Josh goes to 4. Here's a Thought sees double Serum Visions. I think he's going to take his Serum Visions. Good choice. And the draw is a Silver Falls, I believe.
Yep. Storm count 1. What was that draw? It's a blue spell of some sort. And he sees Echoing Truth. Hey, look, my answer is just a little bit late.
Keep Echoing Truths on top, put Pass in Flames on bottom. Oh, it's not a Sulphur Falls, it's a Spire Bluff Canal. Alright, I think that'll do it. Just an attack with both of these creatures should get him there. Okay. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do.
That is odd.
So odd.
Solved it.
Alright. Let's take a look at our other match.
Game 2, I believe it went to Terry. Game 1
went to Terry.
Yeah, so I believe this is game 2.
I don't know. This looks like the start of a game 3.
Well, I mean, it definitely looks like Trace has Tron live right here.
Yeah.
Pretty good. 7 mana.
He just got Thought Knot Seared. It's not going to be.
Well, Walker, the Basilisk Collar is gone.
Right.
Hello! Hey, Bryce.
Yep. We got a Wormcoil Engine.
I like it.
Me too.
Wormcoil Engine even blocks Reality Smasher profitably. Super profitably. It's like, hey, that's a cool card you got there.
Yeah.
Shame if anything were to block it. Look, Jorgensen said afternoon. What's going on in this world?
Yeah.
Isn't it morning time?
It's morning, Jorgensen. What are you talking about? No, it's actually like 4. I guess that is afternoon.
You're right. It's almost 5 actually.
Is it really?
It's 4:46.
Getting pretty close to the end of round 2, huh? These games are going longer. I love it.
Good morning for you late streamers. I was up waiting. Yeah, see? Got it. He got in, got up, got dressed, is actually wearing pants for our stream for the first time ever.
Speaking of that, I actually found pants to wear.
Ghost Quarter takes off Tron for Turs.
Yep, that seems like a good thing to do.
Well,
Oh, look.
it's back. Surprise. Gonna stream the Win-A-Box after. No, we're not, Bryce. Kyra wants to actually play Magic cards.
Yeah.
He just grabs a dice from the other game.
No, that's not our die.
Oh, he grabs an extra die.
Yeah, that's not ours.
Eight mana. 7 mana. Thought-Knot's here. Target you. Walking Ballista, double Reality Smasher. I mean, you take the Walking Ballista, right?
Probably.
You don't care about Reality Smasher.
It does make it so he can like gang block, but
That's true.
it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Okay. Then he just follows up with a Matter Reshaper.
How much mana does Terry have? Looks like he's got 2 towers.
Or
5, because one of them is a
5.
temple. Do you just trade the Thought-Knot Seers? Oh, I actually like that double block. I think that's an interesting one. Or you just take it. You just take
takes
9.
it.
He's like, I'll take 9.
He's getting so much life off the Wormcoil engine, like.
I mean, essentially, Terry is like, I'm going to lightning bolt you. And
Right.
Turs is like, okay.
Oh, is this a second Wormcoil engine?
I mean, some days.
Okay. Trace will get this one. Are they going to start up another game?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
1-1.
Right.
Well, and this game is
Turn
just
1
starting.
Inquisition.
It seems pretty decent. You take the Electomancer this early, right?
Yes, I would.
Because that's his turn 2 play. He can't play anything else next turn.
Nothing's actually going on in Josh's hand without it.
I mean, Pieces of the Puzzle's good, but yeah, it's definitely about that Goblin Electomancer. Like, if you saw a Baral, you'd take the Baral. So I'm gonna guess it's the same thing. You know what this hat reminds me of? I'm trying to remember the singer's name now. Veritas? He's a Latvian singer. Sings in Russian. And he has his song Humdrum. Vitas.
Oh, thanks for sharing, Brian.
7th Element. Let me just give you a taste of it.
Brian, come on. Let's watch the magic, please. All right,
It's just
second
another
Inquisition.
Anyways, his backup dancers have funny hats like mine. So you should watch 7th Element by Vitas. Vitas.
I never want to relive that moment ever again.
I've just changed your life.
It was awful.
I'm glad. Land number 3.
I just came here to watch magic.
And Vitas, apparently.
All right, Scalding Turn.
So he's going to Pieces the Puzzle at the end of his turn, at the end of John's turn.
Yeah.
John, while he's been able to take... Oh, no, the Pieces of the Puzzle's in the graveyard. I wasn't paying attention.
I think he has another one.
No, he's only got one of the blue card. He drew a Empty the Warren, which couldn't be taken. I think taking the Pieces of the Puzzle was correct. Now, John doesn't have a ton of pressure right now. But that's going to change. He's got a couple of 1/1s.
Yep. Oh, you want to see right here? A grape shot.
Grape shot for 2.
Like, yeah, just like some little grape shot.
Like, I'm going to kill both your 1/1s.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't play well around like.
Well, there's Metamorphose. If only he had an Electromancer or something in his hand right now. Josh's hand is so close. I think you just pass it back. You have a gifts, you have an empty, you have Metamorphose, Pyretic Ritual, and a Pass in Flames. Like, you have nearly everything you need. But I think you just let it go. Yep. You just let it go back. And you say, okay, let me draw one more piece.
One more piece to this puzzle?
Yep. I wish you actually had pieces to the puzzle. But yes. I mean, we're going to crack this polluted delta to go in for 2. What else does John have? Maybe they're doing a drawing right now, so that's why they paused for a second.
Yeah, perhaps. Alright. Attack for 2. Here's a fetch. Attacking for 4. Probably getting a shock. Attacking for 8.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage right there.
Crack a fetch.
That is a fast clock.
Go from dealing 2 damage to 8 damage. That's not even a big deal. It's nothing.
That's like really normal for the deck, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look, I got a fetch line. I lightning bolt myself. I mean, literally, if Josh can't go off here, I think John just wins next turn.
I think so. Well, let's try.
Yep.
3 red floating.
This is not like Legacy Storm. You don't have ad nauseum.
Nope.
So, good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor, sir. 3 floating, storm count is 1.
Metamorphose. Still 3 mana floating.
3 still mana floating. 3 mana floating. Storm count is 2. Hello, Black Beef.
Welcome in. Storm count 3. Still 3 mana floating.
He missed Vitas. I gotta do it again. I'm just kidding.
I will kick you out before you start playing that again.
You're right.
I'll do this myself.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll repent.
Alright, and here's an Empty the Warrens for...
So we got storm count 3 plus that, so we've got 8 1/1s. He needs some more goblins. Or just elementals. They're about the same. That does not look like an even number. There we go. That is 8.
Well, definitely not as much as he wanted to be able to do, but keep in mind, John is at 9 life.
Yep, he can jump now.
Yeah.
The only thing that John needs to have is electric or static. Is it static caster?
Yeah, that would do something.
I love that you love Modern Storm. Modern Storm is great.
It's a really interesting deck. That's
Thoughtseize
for sure.
down to 7. Let's get rid of your gifts. Right, this is getting rid of gifts.
Well, they weren't given, and they won't be given now. Here's 4 gifts, but I'm taking 2 of them back.
Maybe he should just sideboard gifts given into his deck. Okay.
That is a card.
It is. Definitely not legal in Sanctioned Magic, though. But it is in Commander. You play turns in Modern. That mono blue turns deck with Dictated Crucifix.
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
deck's hilarious.
I love that deck. You're just like, oh, I untapped on turn 5? I win.
I don't think that John has a good attack.
No, because you attack and then you take 6. And literally, Josh just has to draw.
If Josh has like something like an Echoing Truths, like I guess that doesn't beat Stubborn Denial.
No, not now that they are 6/6s. Turn 5? You mean turn 4? You're right. My mistake. But on turn 5, you absolutely win. Oh yeah, turn 4 command. Tap down your dudes, counter whatever it is you're doing.
My goodness, does he have a Teamer Battle Rage?
Ooh. Does that give it double strike and trample?
Yeah. Wait, but he cracked his fetch and shocked before. Right? He's at 5.
Yeah, he's at 5.
So he just took 2 damage? So he just played a shock? Sorry.
I think he just played a shock.
Why?
Or did he Thoughtseize first? I don't know what's... Oh no, he Thoughtseize this turn.
This makes them 8/8s, so a lightning bolt doesn't finish the game.
Temur Balor, if it's trample and double strike, right?
Yeah, so he just blocks one on each.
Wait, he's at 5.
Yep. Is
Wait
it
a second.
Staticaster or Golgari Charm?
Golgari Charm would be sweet.
Wouldn't have he done that before so we could attack for lethal? So it looks like they did just get blocked. Is that what's going on? I kind of expected to see something like a Temur Battle Rage or like something to deal with at least 2 of the tokens. I'm not sure why they're stopped at the moment. Attack with everything. Double fatal push. Yeah, that'll do it. So what Josh needed to do to win that game was to just block one of the Death Shadows. Then he has enough for lethal the next turn, but since he blocked both, double fatal push will finish it up, and John will take this round. And nothing is going on our other table, which means you can come back to us. And by us, I mean me. I'm not sure where Brian decided to run off to. Alright, so welcome back, guys. It looks like we're going to be gearing up for our last round, which I believe this round ends in about 3-4 more minutes. So we'll be able to start up on our last round. But just a quick reminder for what's going on right now. Let's see. So this event is... We call it the Event for Everly. It's a charity modern event. A local family lost their daughter. She was 5 years old, had a lot of medical problems, and we wanted to help out and raise some money for them. So members of the community have donated all of the prize support for the tournament, and all of the entry fees, all the donations, and subscriptions that come from the stream all go to their family for the stream. So just to... This is all the prize support that was donated. This is just a ton of stuff. Sorry, it's sideways. Yeah, this is just crazy. There's a box of conspiracy, some playmats, there's judge promos, there's an Ancestral Recall playmat, there's some gift packs, lots and lots of booster packs, and it looks like some deck boxes. Really cool seeing everybody come together to make this one happen. Yeah, we're doing raffles for these. It's really exciting. So thanks for joining us, everyone. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, and our site is live. So for those of you who are looking for specific board games or Die Hard Dice, Paragon City Games website just went live yesterday. Probably still some kinks that need to be worked out, but and we'll be bringing all kinds of media to you guys through our media page. And we are all about legacy here. See, look, we're gonna watch a stream, watching a stream. All the funness. Streamception. Okay. Something that's kind of been surprising about watching this tournament so far is we've only seen we've only seen decks that I would like expect to see, right? I guess we did see a Gideon tribal deck, but I always felt like Modern was like so open for brewing. I don't see a whole lot of it in this tournament. It looks like people came to play competitively. Okay. Looks like our round is about over. Hold on. Yes, pairings are going up right now. Awesome. So I think we'll see a couple of the players that we were just looking at. So I would assume that 4-color shadow deck will be a deck we'll see, as well as an Eldrazi-tron deck of some kind. Take a look at who's sitting down at our tables. Get things updated. All right, what are our matchups? So John.
Oh man. John and Trace and Jeremiah and Jeff.
John and Trace, huh? Trace, we hand Trace a deck and he just wins.
Apparently. Just like stumbles through it.
Yeah, and Jeremiah and Jeff.
Jeremiah and Jeff. They're all undefeated. So we'll have 2 undefeateds after 3 rounds today. Looks like there may be some switches and pairings.
Yeah, it does look that way.
I'm having fun then. Can't even do anything then. Can't make any noises.
You can fiddle with things that don't make noises.
Okay. But look at my soul read.
No.
Modern Storm is insult to an ant player.
It kind of is. It's still a great deck though.
Truth facts. Like I said earlier, if I were to play a modern deck, that would be the deck.
It's one of the cheapest decks in the format too, if not like the cheapest.
Yeah. Got all the cards except Burrell. How's it going? Ingenuity is going great.
Yeah, it's going well.
I've had a lot of fun so far. Kyra has definitely done a lot of casting.
Mm-hmm.
Zaki Jar, thanks for the question mark. Not sure what you're trying to tell us with that.
Yeah, not sure.
We'll figure it out. We'll discover.
It is exciting though. We've raised $80
On stream.
on stream.
Outside of the revenue we've gotten from subscriptions and donations throughout the week. How's the charity part going? Let's see.
Yeah, the charity part's going great.
So from Sunday. Yeah.
It won't show up till after the stream.
Yeah, it won't all show up, but it looks like we're going to be giving just over $100 from the stream this week. Good job, guys.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Really is.
Okay. Who are these players?
Looks like John and Jeremiah.
Who's this? Let's watch
Trace and Jeff.
Jeff.
Deering. G-O. Yeah. G-E-O.
Do you know what he's playing?
16 players today. I actually do not know what Jeff is on.
We gotta find out.
Bet it's either Storm or Tron.
Another Tron mirror. Trace just plays three Tron mirrors.
No idea what's going on in the format. Borrows a deck. Kind of like we fumble through deck building. We're like, we don't want matter reshapers. We're just going to play.
It was just funny because so Trace is my roommate, and I'm about to leave to come and start this stream, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna play Modern. He's like, does anybody have a deck I could play? And I was like, well, I could probably get Jun together for you, but it would be kind of a hassle because it's super torn up right now.
Yep.
And he's like, well, does anybody else have a deck? And I'm like, I think Brian has Eldrazi Tron, and he's casting with me, so he might have a deck. And he goes, okay, I'll ask him if I can play that. He didn't even ask. He just came with me.
Shows up. As he shows up, I had read the text that Kyra had sent me. Hey, do you have Eldrazi Tron that Trace can borrow? And I'm like, I sent back yes, literally 2 seconds before I saw Kyra.
And here he is tearing it up.
Well, it looks like Jeff is on a company deck of some sort. $30 from Jorgensen.
Yes.
That is so many cheers.
30,000 cheers.
No, it's 3,000.
3,000 cheers.
And that puts him now as the stream cheerleader, right?
Easily.
He's our cheerleader.
Oh, easily. He already was.
No, that was Alton.
Was it really?
1,001. Because he had to
that
beat
is
my
so
1,000
cool.
cheer.
Oh, this is Escape Shift. This is Escape Shift.
Oh, there we go. Escape Shift's great. Little Gigs, you're welcome. We're glad that we can provide any content, and especially what we've been able to do so far. So we hope to keep it up.
Yeah. Definitely give us a follow. We do a lot of streaming throughout the week, mostly Legacy, and by that I mean all Legacy. But
Dragonson himself has donated $80 today to the stream.
That is amazing.
Well, donated it to specifically the event for Everly.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think at the top is the largest cheer, not contiguous.
Yeah.
Already following you guys.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Little Gigs.
Just throwing out the reminder.
See, and he even gets that sweet, like, turquoise pentagon.
Thingamabob.
Yep. We'll always know.
All right, so Search for Tomorrow is already there. Now, this is a matchup that has to be bad for Trace.
Yeah. I mean, you got to watch firsthand how well your GP is going to go.
If I play Escape Shift.
Yeah. So I think Trace is thinking about playing Chalice on 1. I don't love it. That's Jeff was asking for prismatic omens today. Like, do you guys have any prismatic omens? I'm like, probably not, because the commander players.
Yeah, they get eaten up by the commander players.
Yep. This card seems to be good when you.
And you didn't know what he was going to play?
I didn't think about it. I thought it was for something else. Yeah. And then that sheltered thicket right there is his 4th.
Yeah. Okay. So the draw was a mountain. This is going to be a Explore.
Yep, that is the dual deck art.
Yeah.
He also asked for another Explorer. I had kind of a beat up one on the counter. I'm just like, here, have this one. Farseek.
All right, Trace. So what are you going to do to interact with this?
I feel like this game is over.
Me too, because there are... I think the 2 cards that Jeff has left are both escape ships. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, all right, pass the turn. Trace is like, all right, well, somehow I need to get a chalice on 4.
Well, there's a prime time right there.
Oh, it's a prime time and escape shift. Two escape shift and a prime time.
Yep.
Yeah. Reality Smasher, yeah, 5 damage will do it.
Yep, that'll get me there. I don't think so.
Oh, look, Valakut. Let's play that. Cast prime time.
Goodness.
Why would you get prime time? Don't you have the kill?
So he's getting two mountains here, which puts him... He already has 5 in play. Right?
Yeah. Does he not have the kill on escape shift, though? I feel like he would.
I think that... I don't know. I think he has the kill on escape shift, right? Because he just...
It was 8 lands. You'd sacrifice...
How many mountains do you have in your deck left after this?
Maybe not enough. Maybe that was the count. I swear you do. 2 of them were forests that you were sacrificing. There should be enough.
Maybe.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, the game was so over.
Right. Trace didn't get to see his Tron, so
yeah.
So Drowsy Hand was a terrible keep. True.
All right, so John is on Death Shadow. Who is this?
Josh? No, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
On start. Yeah. I think it's Jeremiah. I'm gonna look out the door.
Brian using his sneaky techniques.
You guys are doing everything right. Yeah, it's Jeremiah.
Cool. Yeah, Jeremiah was the one who donated the judge promos, yeah?
Correct. And since it looks like he's going to be winning one, he said, I'm just going to donate it to the next event.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, the Eldrazi hand was a terrible keep, absolutely. But like against I don't think he knew what Jeff was playing.
Check your PMs on Twitch.
Oh, I saw your PM, Jorgensen. I was just gonna reply to you a little later.
I think. Well, if you want to send them up, we'll definitely give them out. To the people who showed up to this event as a part of it. We'll do a drawing.
We could absolutely make it work.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
If that's something you would like to do.
Yep. Two mana storm counter is out.
See, this is how our counters are supposed to be used. And speaking of Jorgensen's
those are the sweetest counters.
Mana chips, yeah.
5. What is that card?
That is a ritual. I think it's a desperate ritual.
That's a really cool art.
It's from Dual Deck Speed and Cunning. Question mark? Think so?
Speed incoming sounds trick. Still didn't do anything until turn 4 Smasher. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
the hand was bad. It's okay. There's so shuffling up right there. I mean, it looks like Jeremiah is going off. I'm not entirely sure what just happened right there. Oh, Stubborn Denials in his graveyard. Okay.
Stubborn Denial just counters the gifts ungiven. He's just like, oh, okay.
Sounds good. Let's keep playing. At least for a 1 turn. $4100. They are the next winner of prizes.
I wonder if I'm gonna win something. Oh, I was excited. I got 3 raffle tickets.
Yep.
And I don't get to be a part of the raffle
yet.
But I might win something. You guys don't know.
There is so much stuff to give away.
I'm excited to see what I get. Because I want to get something. All right. Search for tomorrow. That's a thing you want when you're an escape shift player. Like, yeah, let's get that on. Let's do that thing.
3 sets in the mail on Monday. Sounds good. We'll make sure to get those
awesome
distributed. It's amazing. Those are sweet. We still need to get ones printed for the store.
Yeah. Interesting. He has 2 Valakut in hand. Wow, I actually don't think that his hand is great. Search for Tomorrow does make it playable.
Yeah. But it's like his 7th land drop where... Is that 3 Valakuts total?
Yes.
Goodness.
Super awkward hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and here's Tron.
Natural Tron.
Or is it? No, there's 2 towers.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, mine is an old
Whenever I play against Tron, they have it on turn 3. I don't
good.
think we've gotten to see that yet.
See, I've done it several times.
This is a Farseek. That's the draw.
Yeah. Farseek
to
play.
Cat's Farseek.
Well, there's our first mountain.
Good stomping ground.
We'll need 4 more. I think if Trace can get Tron online or get an Eldrazi Temple here, that's 9 damage this next turn, and that finishes it in 2 turns.
Yep. I think that would be fast enough.
I think I see a Temple right there. There's a Waste. Maybe it's a Sanctum.
I think it's a Sanctum.
So he swings into it for 4. 4 is still a pretty decent clock here.
If this is a Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah.
So you just take the prime time that he has.
2 prime time, 2 Obstinate Baloth, and the 3rd Valakut.
So you take a prime time, right?
Yes.
Yep. Good job, Trace.
Easy decision to make.
He wants to get an untapped land here. There we go.
There's
an untapped land. That's not a bad place to be for Jeff. He may be able to get this out. So here is a mountain. 6 for prime time. Grabbing 2 more mountains. So that puts his mountain count up to 4. And if he gets a swing off with the prime time, if prime time makes 1 attack, that now turns on Valakut, and that's what, 3 of them?
Yep.
3 Valakut triggers. Well, 6 Valakut triggers is no laughing matter.
So Stomping Ground and a Sheltered Thicket.
Makes sense. So Trace is like, please let me find a Karn right now. And a Nurse's Mine. All in the same turn.
You may have the Karn.
There is a power plant. We need the mine, though. So close. And in the end, it didn't even matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reality Smasher. I'm just going to turn them all sideways. Okay, we're going to do 8 to you. Put you to 5.
Why didn't he attack with the walking ballista?
It's that extra. I think that extra 2 damage, or that extra potential 2 damage, is actually quite good. Quite good.
Yeah, definitely.
Goes back up to 9.
Yep.
Did he miss the thought knock? I thought he drew off the TKS.
I think he got it.
Why is the reality smasher in the bin?
Valakut's hit it.
Oh yeah, you get 3 triggers.
Yeah.
Ballista does 1 to you. Yeah, the temple comes in.
That'll go into play. So, all's dust?
Yep. That doesn't win it, though. All's dust is a great card.
It doesn't win it, but it does a lot.
Yeah. There's a waste. 1, 2, 3. Nope, just 2.
That doesn't do a lot.
Crucible of Worlds. This is just a lethal attack, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep. Jeff escapes.
Jeff takes that one in
even with that awkward
commanding
hand,
manner.
Yeah, even with that was a really awkward hand. And wow, Jeremiah.
He has been stripped of the goodies, huh?
Yep. I mean, he's literally got 2 things that make everything cheaper. But...
So it looks like turn 1 was an Inquisition of Kozilek. Oh, and we saw... who won game 1?
It was John.
John did? Okay.
Yeah.
So Inquisition probably took the Paretic Ritual, and then Thoughtseize was able to take Empty the Warrens, and now he's just stuck with a couple of creatures in hand, and nothing to do with them.
I'm pretty sure those creatures are going to go all the way, though.
Well, they can still attack.
For 1.
Hey, Goblin Electromancer is double that.
It's 2? Is there 2/2?
Yeah.
So good.
World's best 2/2 and 1/3.
Hey, Ghost Quarter. The card's fine. Never mind.
That's a Peer Through the Depths.
Calm yourself.
It's like the same thing as a Ghost Quarter.
And he whiffed on Pierce Through Depths.
What?
Yeah.
What is going on?
I have no idea. That sucks.
Jeremiah's even saying he's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you have what, like 6 creatures in your deck?
You just hit like all lands.
Some days you wake up.
Some days. Oh man.
Some days you wake up.
It looks like John's been able to piece through Storm pretty well today, yeah?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought that it was a really bad matchup for...
He's got the hand hate, and this is going to be an Inquisition taking Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah, definitely. He should choose the Baral just to be silly.
He should.
Jeremiah's like, but the Baral's so much better. It's legendary.
Are you sure you want to take this one? It has less toughness.
Nail's Spellbomb. Card seems pretty good against a Storm deck.
Yep.
When you have to use your graveyard.
Alright, Brawl in for 1.
11 turns. 11 more turns. You can do it.
That's like the exact amount of turns he would need, right?
Seems like exactly the amount of turns you would need.
For sure.
Ooh, I'm having Vietnamese tonight.
That sounds
I'm going to
delicious.
listen to Vitas in the car. Oh my. Oh my is the name of the Vietnamese place.
Oh my.
M-A-I. Oh my Vietnamese sandwich chef.
That's super cool.
I'll have to bring some Vietnamese sandwiches up sometime.
That'd be great.
Banh mi. Silly French. Like, the French shouldn't have conquered Vietnam. But they did leave behind very good food.
Let's focus on the positives.
Yeah.
Alright, Fatal Push. That's gonna kill Baral.
Hey, we gotta cast a new one.
Yeah, we do.
Which card is that? It's Traverse.
Traverse. Yep.
The Ulvenwald, and it does have
Delirium.
It's got
He's got
Diphtheria.
sorcery, instant, artifact, land.
Wow. There you go.
Then he plays a Death Shadow thing. Or does he play it? No. I think it's in his hand.
It's in his hand. It's just there because he's shuffling.
But
he's going to play it now.
Here's a new Brawl. Which is almost as good as the last one. Sleight of hand.
Jeremiah is going Barrals to the wall. Storm is Barrals deep these days.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I called my standard deck. I was playing standard Torrential Gearhulk. A standard cat combo.
Yeah.
But I called it Barrals deep because I played a 3 of Baral. Because it just made the combo so much more impenetrable. Like, people that had good matchups against combo, I'm like, Baral, and they're like, and then I'm like, turn 3 Baral, turn 4 Cat Lady, Saheeli Rai, turn 5 Cat, and every single time it's got a counterspell back at. It's like,
of course.
Counter it once. Oh, you've got Burn Spell? Counter it and draw a card.
Wow, Collective Brutality comes in, sees Grape Shot, and there's just a Leyline of Sanctity. They can't even be cast without a Metamorphose.
Nope. Watch as he draws a Metamorphose. Nope.
That wouldn't even do it. He's going to lose to this Death Shadow very quickly.
Death Shadow gets to crack in for a minimum of 3.
Thoughtseize.
What do we see? A Ritual.
Take Ritual.
The Ritual goes the way of all the earth.
I would not take Leyline.
No, you absolutely take Ritual here.
Looks like he's debating over it, and that's the only reason I was saying that. I was like,
I see. I'm agreeing with you
yes.
wholeheartedly. It's
Take
all
Ritual.
about
Okay.
that Ritual.
Attack for 5.
Seems good. What, you only need like 2 more turns and then it's over? I guess 3 more turns because the Brawl is going to just do one last ditch chump block unless it gets fatal pushed.
And an attack for 5 again.
Coming in for 5.
Jeremiah's got to be like, are you sure you want to attack? Are you positive?
100%. I might have Lightning Bolts. Lightning Bolt and Snapcaster. You never know.
Alright, so he's changing the clock. He's gonna fetch his Polluted Delta, grab a Watery Grave.
If only this was a
8.
Bolt. True. If only this was a Bolt Snap Bolt, though.
Teamer Battle Rage.
There you go.
Done.
Well, Storm has it. That was a quick tournament, and it looks like top of the heap. So our finals of all the finals, if it came down to it, would be Jeff on Scapeshift versus John on 4-color Death Shadow. How do you think that matchup would go? What's your guess? Death Shadow has so much hand hate.
Yeah,
Those big golden nuggets were the donations, and none of them made it in.
Normally mid-range decks just don't stack up well against land-based decks, but
Death Shadow's more of like an aggro combo.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like Death Shadow puts on such a fast clock.
It's like Infect versus Scapeshift.
Yeah.
How does that go?
I think Infect just wins. Infect is the faster combo deck.
Yeah. Well, or Infect versus Scapeshift.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, and I think it's probably similar with Death Shadow. Like there are some like kill cards, but the hand hate out of Death Shadow is just so oppressive.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's like Gitaxian Probe, Cabal Therapy in Legacy, or just Veteran Explorer, Cabal Therapy.
And this
in
is
Legacy.
exactly why so many decks are running Leyline of Sanctity in their sideboard.
Yeah.
Even though they don't even have white, they'll just use it because they just can't beat all the hate out effects from things like Death Shadow and Burn.
Maybe that's what I need to play in Food Chain sideboard so I can deal with hand hate.
There you go.
Just be like, can't target me. That's a nice burn deck you got, bro.
No touchy.
No touchy. Thought Not Seer, I don't care.
Well,
You got a 4/4.
Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us.
Especially for the donations.
Especially for the donations.
We were able to raise close to $150 just through the stream today.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's as though 10 of you guys showed up and entered in the tournament for us.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. Like I'm just so happy to see people coming together to make this happen. So we're gonna call the stream there. But if there are subs or donations that happen throughout the day, even though we're not streaming, those will still go to Everly's family.
Yep. We'll check at the end of the day, and then we'll be writing a check out to them.
Yeah.
Either Monday or Tuesday, and handing it to our community member who is a close friend of theirs, and making sure it gets to the right place. So
that is awesome. Well, thank you so much. Hail Heroes.
Hail Heroes.
More emotional.